St. Thomas, a military academy. Rich in tradition, it is a school where boys climb the ladder to young manhood. Its teaching is based on the principles of the Catholic faith. The chapel is the spiritual center of the campus. St. Thomas boys have a real sense of moral responsibility, and the sincerity of their faith is clearly evident in their daily lives. The beautiful rolling campus has a cherished place in the memory of all who walk its paths. The Academy building is the academic heart of the campus. Ireland Hall has been the boarders' home for many generations of boys. Albertus Magnus is the newest building on the campus. The Music Center is another addition to this growing institution. This is the Science Building. In administration is where the welfare of St. Thomas boys is looked after. Athletics are vital to boys. The new stadium and O'Shaughnessy Hall, a gift of Mr. I.A. O'Shaughnessy, complete the superb athletic and recreational facilities. But buildings and campus are made for boys, and it is boys who make St. Thomas. From the Armory, which also houses the post office and PX, their faces reflect the real spirit of St. Thomas. They come from Minneapolis and St. Paul, home of St. Thomas, from Minnesota and surrounding states. They come from distant places, from the East, the West, from Mexico, from foreign countries to receive not only spiritual guidance and a complete preparation for college, but to form friendships which they will cherish. At the beginning of the fall term, they pass through these historic gates on the way to 4 very important and exciting years. Their first greeting by Father Flynn, president of St. Thomas, fills them with a sense of warmth and expectation. On their way to Ireland Hall, their school home, they are curious and expectant. The floor dean, who works under the direction of a priest, assigns the newcomers to their rooms. In many ways, he fills the role of an older brother. Boys who are brought together under these circumstances do not remain strangers very long. Their naturalness creates a friendly rivalry, which is a healthy omen for the future. With the donning of the uniform, the transformation of the boy to cadet has begun. A little self-conscious comedy is good camouflage for a feeling of pride. And a full complement of brass is the finishing touch. Complete physical examinations are in order at the beginning of the school year, but physical care does not end there. A staff doctor looks after the students. The new infirmary in O'Shaughnessy Hall is fully equipped with the most modern apparatus. St. Thomas has its own 12-bed hospital with 2 nurses always on duty. At St. Thomas, every student is regarded as an individual. By carefully recorded classroom records, by aptitude tests and personal consultations, each faculty member learns to know the student. Special talents are encouraged so that each student may achieve his fullest potential. Religion is the foundation for growth. Faith is the measure of strength. And here the student corps comes down the aisle of the chapel to be seated by class and to participate in the offering of the Mass. The Mass is the dialogue Mass, with the students making the responses. This Mass is said versus populum, the priest facing the congregation. Earnest faces reflect devout participation. The liturgy of the Catholic faith, centered about the Mass, is made part of the student's life. The sacraments are made thoroughly understandable and accessible. Students are taught the use of the Missal. For every Catholic student, faith is a living force. Frequent reception of Holy Communion is encouraged. St. Thomas cadets participate in devotions which are attended by both faculty and students. By communal worship, students are drawn closer, not only to God, but to each other. With this as their foundation, the problem of growing into manhood is made easier, for faith leads to the development of a Christian personality, and together these are the beginnings of a full man. Individual progress is charted by a card system, and once each week the faculty meets to discuss problems and to arrive at solutions to improve the welfare of the student body. Faculty meetings have their lighter side too, and the very human qualities of these men means added friendship for the boys they teach.